everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Haley. Today I am really excited because we're going to be testing out all of the makeup that was in my last Sephora and Morphe haul. This is the look that was created with all of it and I'm very happy with it. So I'm just so excited to show you guys my reactions to testing out these products. So this will be a first impressions for some of the products and a couple of them I have been trying. So it's kind of a mishmash. Let's just get into it. I think we have gotten through what I like to call the great breakout of 2022. As a lot of you know, I used a cleanser and I used the whole thing up. I used it for like 4 months. That was really causing me to break out. I didn't realize it was the cleanser. Then I changed a medication and that caused me to have a bunch of breakouts. So basically everything I have now, this is all scarring. So I'm using a lot of vitamin C serum, hoping to fade it, but it looks like honestly 100% better than it did before. Anyway, we're gonna ignore that. We are gonna ignore my nails, which if you've been around a while, I just don't really care that much about nails, but we are gonna test all this makeup and I am super excited. So I already primed, I'll list my primers below, but it's the primerizer and the e.l.f. matte Poreless Putty Primer. And now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. The foundation that we're gonna use is the Dior Air Flash. So I can already tell you, I used this one time. This is not a new product to me, but I did get a new shade. I got the shade 2N and it's too dark for me. It's actually darker than 201, which is kind of weird because 201 is a warm undertone. So I went with 200 to try to get more of a neutral undertone. And this one ended up actually being darker than that one. So I can make it work. And this is expensive. I don't have a Sephora near me. So I probably could mail it back, but I'll just use the whole thing up and then next time I buy it, I'll buy one that is the correct shade, but we're just gonna ignore that. I'm gonna do my best to make it work. So you're gonna wanna shake this up. And there's a couple different ways to apply this one. If you want really good coverage, it's best to actually spray it on your face. I'm not gonna do that today just for like cleanliness purposes. I don't wanna like drape a towel here like I normally would. So I'm just gonna put it right onto my sponge. See, notice it's a bit too dark, but that's okay. You can actually really build up the coverage on this one and the finish is just gorgeous. Many of you know from my haul video that I'm actually considering this one for my wedding makeup, just obviously in the correct shade. Turned up the lighting just a little bit. Hopefully that helps. I'm on my like 4th spray. If you really want to build it up, you are going to have to spray it quite a few times. Like I said, if you spray it directly onto your skin, you get way better coverage right off the bat. But see, notice how like the shade is too dark, but you know, it's not horrible. I can still make it work. The finish of this is satin matte and it's seriously so pretty. Obviously you can make it a little glowier if you're using something glowier for your primer, but it is seriously so pretty and the staying power on this foundation is really incredible. Okay, I'm excited about this. This is a brand new product for me. I've never tried it. It is the Precisely My Brow Pencil in, I think, yeah, 3.5. So I honestly bought this because Allie Glines raves about it. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this for myself. Definitely a very fine point. I like that there's a spoolie on the end. Wow, I can see why she likes that. It's like the perfect in between of like glides on easily, but not too slippery slidey. Like I've used other ones that are just a little bit too all over the place, but that was pretty easy and I really like the fine tip on that one. Wow, this is very, very pigmented. I'm kind of having a hard time because I'm not used to using ones that are so pigmented. Okay, what do we think? I think I need a little more practice with that one. I'm just not used to using a brow pencil that is that pigmented, but I can definitely see myself really liking this once I've practiced with it a little bit more. I can see why Allie Glines loves this. Really excited for this next one, actually these next two. I am gonna be testing out the One Size Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer in the shade Fair 3. This is one I bought because of Taylor Wynn because she really raves about this one. So I'm excited to test this out. Let's start with that. I also bought the Rare Beauty concealer brush. I'm really interested to see how well this works. I've been looking for a good concealer brush for a long time. Oh, wow. Wow, that applied so easily with the brush. And it really, like, that concealer just smoothed everything out. The shade is like perfect. It's not too brightening, but it does add some light to that area. Nice. I really like that. The next thing that I'm gonna use is this eye primer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Just gonna use my finger for this one. Oh, it's very liquidy. I feel like normally primers are a pretty thick consistency. Oh wow, is that too much? Probably. So a little bit goes a long way, a very long way. This definitely provides some coverage though. That's nice. And it sort of sets down. So I'm not sure if you would need to powder this one, but I'm going to anyway, just because I always do. Nice primer. I'm gonna just go over it with that Rare Beauty brush too. Now I'm gonna do the eyes because I'm filming a whole separate video on that right now, and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, shadow and liner is done. I used the Morphe 35U Gilded Desert palette. I'm gonna upload my tutorial of this eye makeup look before I post this makeup testing video. So if you're wondering exactly how I created this eye look, go check out that video. I'll link it below. Sneak peek. I love this palette, you guys. Like, it is my dream palette, I swear. And for liner, not new and not from Sephora or Morphe, but I used the NYX Epic Ink liner. I did set that primer and that concealer with my number 7 Lift and Illuminate powder. I love this stuff. Once again, it's from the drugstore, which is pretty cool. It's my go-to setting powder for under the eyes. I am gonna powder the whole face with my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, also not new to me. For bronzer, I'm going in with the Jaclyn Cosmetics Pressed Bronzer in Vitamin D. I tried this in a testing Jaclyn Cosmetics video. I can link that video down below as well. I really like this. It smells amazing. It's a pretty unique bronzer shade. I don't know if it's exactly the right tone for me, but it definitely works. You know, I can make it work. Just taking this big fluffy brush. It's very pigmented, so you gotta have a light hand. Looking bronze, just gonna add a little more to this side. I didn't buy a new blush, but I am using the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic in Walk of No Shame. I really like this. This highlighter is new though. It is the Dior Forever Couture Luminizer in Pink Glow. I think it'll actually work really well with the little bit of green that we tied in there. I'm just gonna take this brush, very clean. Oh, it smells so good. Has that Dior smell? The one I'm not crazy about for foundation, but that Air Flash foundation, by the way, doesn't have a scent, which is very nice. This is so pretty. I love how subtle this is, and it's pink, but it's not too pink, which is what I found when I swatched it. For my skin tone, I feel like it's perfect. A perfect light pink. So pretty, very subtle. Let me swatch it for you. I wonder if you could build this up. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, so pretty. I just threw on a setting spray. In the vein of Sephora, I used the Airbrush Flawless setting spray. This is the mini travel size, which I really like. I almost used it up, so I guess I should repurchase. Now I'm gonna set the brows with something also new to me, the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. It's a really interesting paddle. It's flat. I feel like most I've seen just look like the regular spoolies. Guess we'll turn it like this. Just fluffing them up a little bit. Okay, yeah, feels in place, but not like I sprayed hairspray on my brows or anything, and they're like, I can't decide if I want to say crusty or crispy. Either one, it doesn't feel that way, but I don't feel like they're gonna move, which is great. Okay, I just put on the Snapscara from Maybelline, and my lip color, super excited about this because this is one I'm considering using for my wedding day. Never used it before. It is the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Mrs. Kisses. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of mauve-y. I don't know, we'll just have to see. Try it on. You know what? This is actually really pretty and not as dark as I thought it was going to be. I really like this shade. Okay, and you know what would look really nice over this actually, to give it a little bit more of a glossy look, is I also have new the Jaclyn Cosmetics lip oil in Maple Drip. This shade will actually look really pretty over this lipstick, I think. So let's do that. Oh yeah. All right, that is my try on of everything I bought in my last shopping spree at Sephora and Morphe. I'm really happy with how this look turned out. I'm really excited to keep testing some of these things, like especially that concealer, the highlight. I really love this highlight. I honestly can't stop staring at it. It's so pretty. And then the lipstick for sure. I have to really start testing out some makeup looks and see if that's the lipstick I want to use. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I hope that you'll hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys. Bye.